Okay, I'm back, people. I finally found my disco pills, but it's too late, I guess. What was I gonna say? So now, I looked up some more information about The Sims 4. I still hold to my opinion. I don't really care if there's no pools and there's no toddlers. I'm sorry, I just don't really care. Um, you know, but I have gotten more information. It seems like a lot of people think that there's no pools in the town, period. But if you guys have noticed some of the game trailers and some of the pictures, there has to be a community pool because why would it be in the game trailer in the pictures? I mean, unless they're just like scamming us. I mean, they could, but that's kind of pointless. If whatever's in the game trailer and whatever's in the photos, that's what we're gonna want. So it has to be in there somewhere. You know what I mean? Plus, if they totally took out pools, period, that makes no sense. I mean, there has to be a pool somewhere, especially if you're gonna have a fitness center. There's got to be a pool in the story, and if they don't have a pool in the fitness center, then that just doesn't make any sense. Why would you take that entirely out of game? No pools on the property, I could deal with that. No pools in a whole entire town? Okay, now we might actually have a problem. Going now, since I talked about pools, I'm going to talk about the toddler. I've learned more about the toddler and going and I've watched K-pop's opinion on no pools and no toddler step backwards, her vlog, and I agree with her. I mean, like, to be honest, I'm still going to play the game because I don't really like toddlers anyway. I mean, I like I like real toddlers, um, but I didn't like them in the game. I mean, let me put it this way: I like toddlers. I don't like raising toddlers. There we go. So I didn't like really having toddlers in the game. It was actually a really annoying stage for me. I mean, I played it all the way through just so that I could get skills and whatnot. But other than that, the potty training, the walking, the talking. I mean, like at first it was really really fun features. But when you have like two children and one's a baby and one's a toddler, or you have like multiple children, that stage can get a little annoying at times, especially when your sim is like, I gotta walk, and it's like, but you also got this baby, So I don't know if they have added it, if the multitasking then came would have been beneficial, but whatever. Right now, I do agree. It is kind of a step backwards. Am I willing to take that step backwards? Kinda. Because I'm a creative person, so that's also another reason why I'm super excited for the build and the create sim because I love to create. To be honest, I don't really finish up a lot of my sim stories like other people. They seem to finish up their sim stories. I don't really finish up. For the most part, I like to create my sim. I like to go through the game real fast, real easy, get them to achievement, win that little batch, and keep going on. Maybe that's because I'm a casual, but considering that this casual gamer plays Sims for like 10 hours straight, like I will stay up until like 5 o'clock in the morning playing nothing but Sims. I don't know if that's considered casual or a really fanatic. I don't know what that's considered. I play Sims a whole lot. I just don't finish up the game. I don't let my sim live until elderly age. I'm sorry. I can't deal with elder Sims. I mean, I could do it, but yeah, there's nothing much you can do. But what I will agree with her, with K-pop is that I hope they're not scamming us and they're not just taking out the pools and toddlers so that we could buy in an expansion pack that's going to be like $40 to $50. Like, I'm sorry, if they're doing that, that's really, really messed up, and you really should not do that. I mean, I'll still play The Sims 4 if it's just like, oh, you're gonna get the pools and toddlers later on because we was working on this aspect of the game so much, we didn't really have time to focus on that one, and we're gonna get that one to you real quick, real easy. Like I know in The Sims 3, there was some buildings and there was some features that you couldn't really get on the base game just yet, and you had to wait until it got updated, and then you could get like the new building or the new feature that was added in. So I hope it's not an expansion pack. Like, I hope they're not going to come to us later and be like, now you could get toddlers, but now it's at a price of $40. And it's like, now you want to give us toddlers when it was free before? That's a little messed up. So yeah, I will agree with a lot of other people. I hope they do not take this out of the game and start charging us for it, like for something that was once free and now charging us like basically a full game price for something small like a toddler or a pool, you know? So I do agree with her on that aspect. But at the same time, because we don't really know that much about the game and because we haven't really played it, I can't really say that having no pools and no toddlers is going to make the game terrible. Like, you can't really say that because nobody really played it and they're not really telling us a lot about the game. Plus, we don't even know how important the emotions will be playing into the game. I mean, when you really think about how our emotions propel us through the day, you know, and how much our emotions actually influences our daily lives. So to totally and just be like, oh, emotions, blah. Okay, but look at Sims 3. I mean, yeah, there was some random emotion, but I mean, it didn't really do much. It really didn't. I think the only things that I really look forward to in The Sims 3 was creating my Sims, creating the house, and a few of the expansion packs, because the rest of the expansion packs, I mean, why would I go and buy fancy cars for $40? I'm sorry. I'm not the type of person that's going to go and buy an expansion pack for race cars for $40. It's stupid. I would rather buy excuse me, I would rather buy the World Series for $40 because then you actually have different worlds. You're going to like China and you're going to Egypt and you're going to France. It isn't like seasons where it's basically like you're paying $40 for it to rain. Who wants to pay $40 for it to rain? I'm sorry, that's kind of stupid. But yeah. So I hope that they're not going to like take the toddlers and take the pools and be like, here's a pool expansion pack now coming for you for 40 to $50. No, please don't do that to us. I mean, if you're going to do it like how you did, like I kind of like basically my top expansion packs for Sims 3 from top to bottom is supernatural because you had a whole entire new species. You were dealing with vampires, you're dealing with witches, you're dealing with fairies and werewolves, you're dealing with zombies. Oh my goodness, that was fun. How I got to infect people and then they all became like my zombie slaves. Anyway, but let's go on. But with supernatural, not only are you getting a whole entire new town, you're getting whole entire new features of how to even create your sim. Like, that's pretty awesome, and even their looks. And you're kind of also getting new jobs for them, as well as affecting the world and expanding it out even more so. One of my other favorites that I like is nightlife, which also ties into, I can't remember the celebrity one right now, but it's the one where you could be an acrobat, magician, or a singer. Though, like, that expansion pack I really, really love because I like musical theater and I like to sing and I like to dance. So to have those expansion packs in there and to be able to like have your sim and once again, you're getting another town, another city or town. Number two, you're getting more career choices for that city or town as well as everywhere else, and you're expanding it. Then they started adding on features where you can send your sim to other people's worlds. Like, that was actually an expansion pack. I can understand how that could be an expansion pack. The second expansion pack that I really, really liked was the Worlds one because once again, I get to go to Egypt, France, and someplace in China. But I can't remember the place. But Simla. Um, I mean, it wasn't one of my favorites. I can understand why it was an expansion pack because you are dealing with whole new Sims and you're dealing with a whole and you're dealing with three basically whole new cities or towns or worlds, as we will put it. So I can understand it. I didn't really like it that much. I mean, I like exploring and adventuring and going into like places and being cursed by mommies. Okay, yeah, that was kind of cool and kind of creepy sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I can understand why it was expansion pack, but I didn't really like it that much. And then my fourth one, I will have to say, is a tie between university life, but most of the time they're always going to have some type of college university life. I mean, that's just Sims for you. And I'm trying to think of what it was. I can't really remember. Oh, the other career choices, which was you could be a Ghostbuster, investigator, hairstylist, firefighter, and then something else I can't remember. Once again, I could kind of understand why they was, um, but as you can see, my top choices actually showed reasons why they can be expansion packs, and as I got further down, I just kind of felt as if they could have been more of like an add-on, or there could have been more to the expansion pack either than just three whole new worlds. You know, I mean, is it fun to play? Yeah, it was fun to play. But at the same time, like because of the amount of expansion packs that they have for it and the unnecessariness of the expansion packs as they further along went into the game, it kind like I like it was basically after university life I stopped buying expansion packs. Like I didn't buy the resort, I didn't buy the sweet Katy Perry, whatever it was. I didn't buy the other ones because I was like, you're basically charging me $40 for what? For what? Like seriously, I'm spending up all of my money for what? So I am excited for The Sims 4, and and I'm not like and not having pools and not having toddlers isn't really ruining my excitement. But at the same time, I just hope that they don't come back and be like, now we're gonna sell this to you for $40 and $50. And it's like, but it was free for the last three other games. Like, I hope they don't do that. I hope that they add it on as an update. I mean, I can understand like you're like the game's not fully completed, and you sometimes have to update things as you go along. But I hope that it's free or at least cheap. Like, at least make it like $25. No, 15. You get what I'm trying to say. But I'm just like, I hope they don't come back and be like, we're gonna charge you like $60 for a toddler. That makes no sense. It just doesn't make no sense. Why would I spend $60 for a Sims toddler? No. But that's it for this video. My opinion still has not changed. I'm still watching. I'm still playing Sims 4. So, good days.